मेरे ख्याल से सब नर्ड्स हैं, सब पढ़ते रहते हैं, किसको कुछ सब annoying है यार। एक चीज अच्छा है जैसे नोट्स फॉर्म में हम मिस होते हैं सब, सबके पसंद है हमको। Imagine 9 to 6 enjoying like everybody is like 9 is going to be amazing. नहीं होता वैसा। तो हम लोग पहले तो 9 की क्लास थी मैं चलो सच में हाय वो एक तो लेके बैठे हैं देख रहे हैं क्या तो कितने सब्जेक्ट ऑप्शन English, French, Sanskrit, Marathi. I don't. जो मैथ की आदत है कि शोध में 10 का पेपर लिटरली सिर्फ वन वर्ड का आंसर है भाई संस्कृत की बुक्स भी पढ़ी हो क्या आंसर नहीं समझ कुछ नहीं सेंटेंस में 2 वर्ड्स ही होते हैं हमारे स्कूल में ना बस पेपर्स हो कि सब्जेक्ट अब चेंज करो मैंने बस 5th में चेंज किया था फ्रेंच लिया फिर मैंने मराठी किया 7th तक फिर 8th में चेंज करने की बारी है मैंने किया मैंने मराठी छोड़ दिया फिर मैंने हिंदी ली तो अपना स्कूल में लाइक कर ली
बस ना अभी ऑनलाइन दुनिया गई एक दूसरे के साथ बातें करो अलग स्कूल के हो तो और कौन से पढ़ने यहाँ से
लाइन से खुश हो जाओ
और तू किसी भी बात कर रही नहीं इसको हैदराबाद से आया ये सब मिस पूरा उसके लिए नया ही है तो थोड़ा सा उससे भी बात है आप समझ रहे हो तो एक दूसरे से बात करना बहुत जरूरी है क्योंकि यहाँ हैदराबाद से होकर चले वो नहीं और आप बताओ कब है स्कूल एग्जाम चला है
Yeah. So, all doing well? Fine? Yes. Good. So now today, what we're doing? Matter in us. Yes. What we done last time? Today we are going further. Clear? So I'll give you 5 minutes to revise. Then we'll go for the questions. Write down. Test was announced now. 6 questions you have to do. Right? What's your name? Siddhi. You did not attend last time lecture. And you were present. Some present here, na? So you will write the answer by seeing. Right? Okay. which questions I told 6 questions. 6 questions आपको क्या करना है? Just go through and then you will have to. I'll give you out of 6 questions. Any 2 you have to write that. ठीक है ना? उसके बाद हम लोग आगे बढ़ते हैं.
I had an issue in the 6th question, the other than CBSE.
Okay, tell me what is the doubt?
It is basically I was trying to learn it, but I am having difficulties understanding all of this at once.
Oh, then you do one thing, step by step you learn. Okay? Any term which you are not getting, you tell me. Otherwise, that is very simple English, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, na?
It's just all together.
All together, that's why. So I'll give you some time. Okay? You revise that only question. Okay, and your own words you do write. Children, उसको exactly word to word dicto नहीं लिखना है. What you will do? You will write according to the key terms over there. यानी key terms आपको होना चाहिए. ठीक है? वो key terms आपको अच्छी तरह लिखना है. चलो 5 minutes.
Sir, second question के लिए can I write that with the increase in heat there is an increase in diffusion?
Yeah, definitely.
That is not
Right.
given in this answer.
Increase in the kinetic energy. वैसे लिखना पड़ेगा ना पहले. Step by step. Okay. So there is an increase in heat. That means there is a rise in the kinetic energy. And due to this kinetic energy, the particles of that, the flavor, or we can say the one set of particles, they actually moving faster. That's why you are able to get the flavor of that hot food, okay, away from you. Whereas it is cold, the movement of the diffusion or the spreading out of those particles is lesser. Okay, intermixing is with a lower speed. बस इतना थोड़ा short में लिखना है, ठीक है? 5 minutes I'm giving you, and then you will go through that. 5 to 10 minutes, ठीक है? 10 मिनट चाहिए कि 5 मिनट? 10 मिनट. चलो आराम से करो.
Yes, sir, I have a doubt.
बोलो.
Why is exhaust from chimneys less denser than air?
Chimneys?
Why is exhaust from chimneys less denser than air?
Because air contains a lot of moisture, no? So moisture is not there in the exhaust of the chimney. इसीलिए density कम है. Moisture की वजह से थोड़ा air क्या हो जाता है? They come together. That's why. Okay, done, all of you?
Yes.
So let us get to the question. And I'll give the question. Compare the properties. Question number 1. It is easy, right? Compare the what's the name child? क्या नाम आपका? पेज में लिखिए, बुक में लिखिए. Divide the book into 2 parts. One is physics, 3 parts. Physics, chemistry, bio. एक ही बुक 300 पेजेस या 200 पेजेस का है, उसको 70 पेज करके बना. So that one book only for all the 3. And maths are separate. That's the best. Why? Because if any other subject changes there, you're having all the 3 books. So, I mean, all the 3 subjects together. ठीक है? या फिर ऐसा करना है, 2 बुक को बाइंड कर दीजिए. 2 बुक को बाइंड करेंगे तो कितना पेजेस हो गए? 400 पेजेस. आराम से छोटा सेलो टेप लेके आए. तीनों सब्जेक्ट को एक ही लाइन अप कर दो. ठीक है? चलो फर्स्ट कंपेयर द प्रॉपर्टीज ऑफ सॉलिड्स, लिक्विड्स and gas. Any 3 properties. In the bracket लिखो 3 properties.
Yes.
9 marks. 9. एक प्रॉपर्टी का एक मार्क. तो 9 प्रॉपर्टी 9 हो गया ना?
Yes.
3 3 3. Second is सेकंड क्वेश्चन तुम लोग ने क्या दिया था? तो इसमें दिया वही देना पड़ेगा ना, because otherwise there is a I mean kind of right. Comment upon the following. Comment upon the following. Okay. Rigidity. Comment upon the following. Rigidity. ठीक है? किसका? Solids, liquids and gas. ठीक है? Comment upon the following for solids, liquids and gas. लिखो. For solid, liquid and rigidity लिखो. Kinetic energy लिखो. बस 2 लिखो बस. ठीक है ना? Third. The smell of hot sizzling food. अच्छा ये मार्क जो क्वेश्चन का मार्क्स है इसका, ठीक है? 2 2 2. क्या लिखा आपने? रिजिडिटी, काइनेटिक एनर्जी 2 ही लिखा ना? हाँ लिखो. That means 2 and 2, 4 marks. And then 2 marks for this. Give reason for the following observations. The smell of this hot sizzling food reaches you several meters away. But to get the smell from the cold food, you have to go close. Okay? Or a question.
So can you repeat this
The smell of hot sizzling food reaches you several meters away. But to get the smell from the cold food, you have to go close. Second, give reason. A diver is able to cut. A diver is able to cut through water in a swimming pool. But sorry, swimming pool, put a full stop. Which property of matter does this observation show? Right? Come on. This is something which is how much? 2 marks. Total marks how many? 9 plus 4, 13, 13 plus 2, 15. Come on, start.
How many marks is the third and fourth question again?
1 mark.
Okay.
दो सेंटेंस लिखना है. Meaning should be implied. Kinetic energy means any energy when you supply, the molecules start moving faster, moving, vibrating, rotating, then that is called kinetic energy. So that means they become energetic and they start vibrating faster or rotating faster. Okay, so molecules they continuously move. So when the energy, when suppose like it is hot summer night, so particles of air are moving much faster. Okay, so that is called, that means that kinetic energy is more. Okay, kinetic energy is associated with the motions of particles. So jitna kinetic energy, your temperature badega, kinetic energy also is going to increase. Temperature means whatever heat you supply, it will bring about increase in the kinetic energy. Means they will become energetic, and once they become energetic, what they will do? They move faster, and that is called kinetic energy. So any energy associated with the motions of molecules or particles is called kinetic energy. Anything, any energy associated with this position of that, like this book is stationary now, it's having potential energy. Simple example is what water stored in the dam is having potential energy. Now when I open the outlet, what happens? Water flows down. So that potential energy changes into kinetic because that energy drives the water down. So energy, whenever things are in motion, it is having kinetic energy. Whenever things are stationary, potential energy. Potential means ability, और kinetic means movement. ठीक है? जो हो गया सबका? नहीं हुआ, आराम से करो, रोक लिया हरी. हो गया ना? एक हो गया? सबका हो गया? Okay, now, chalo. What's your name?
Vritika.
Huh?
Vritika.
Vritika, please read out.
First answer?
Yes. All of you listen to her and check your answer. Sit down and tell her.
Solids are very rigid and do not change their shape. The first point is
1 mark. All of you written?
Yes, sir. They have a texture.
Yes, very good.
liquids
Next.
are not so rigid and take up the shape of the vessel.
Yes, that means it is 1 mark. Then third point.
Gas-
सब लोग 1 mark लिखते हैं.
Gases are
With
not
pencil.
rigid at all.
Yes, excellent. They are not rigid at all. They are actually what? Very much flexible.
Fluid.
Chalo, हाँ.
Solids are not compressible. The second point is
Yes, short.
compressible.
See, आपको क्या है? Short and sweet sentence बनाना है बस.
Liquid-
What is your name? My name is this. Right?
Yes.
My name is Khan. बस ऐसे बोलिए. और कुछ बोलना नहीं है. चलो.
Liquids are
And he has
compressible.
written very precise because I have seen that when I wrote, for example, precise answer in my senior college exam, I got second highest in the college. So I realized from that day that I will not give roundabout answer. I will be precise.
Straight to the point.
Straight to the point. Because teacher को confuse करना क्या होगा? बाद में तुम ही confuse हो जाएगा. Sir, I got 0 marks. Why? You started confusing the teacher. तो confuse मत करो. Precise answer and those answers which you know 100% पहले वो लिखना. ठीक है? चलो.
Liquids are compressible.
Yes.
Gases are highly compressible.
Yes, gases are highly compressible and liquids are compressible to a very negligible extent. Good.
Yes.
Next one.
Solids have a very small amount of intermolecular spaces.
Yes.
Liquids have more intermolecular spaces and are highly fluid.
Very good.
Gases have the most amount of intermolecular
Sir, I wrote a different
spaces
property.
as
बोलो,
compared
तुम
to
क्या-
solids and liquids.
What you have written? क्या नाम है आपका? अनुराग ना?
So I actually wrote solids diffuse with each other with difficulty, liquids diffuse with each other with without
No,
difficulty.
any 3 points.
And
Yes. Good.
Diffuse with
Diffusion
each other.
point.
With
more-
very easily.
What?
Sir, I've written about rigidity, shape, and compressibility.
Very good. Rigidity. Solids are more rigid, liquids are less. Good. Anybody else has written any other point? चलो हो गया आपका 9 points, 9 marks. लिखो. All of you write down 9 marks in your pocket. Then second, third one. Next question क्या है? Who will tell me the answer? क्या नाम है आपका? मनस्वी ना? MANASASEI. Yes, अच्छा direct. Good. मनस्वी बोलिए.
Rigidity, kinetic.
Whichever you want. All the 3 you can give. Rigidity and kinetic. Only 2 ही है ना? चलो
Yes,
बोलो.
दोनों बोलना एक ही. दोनों.
तुमको दोनों बोलना है दोनों.
Rigidity solids are very rigid if extra forces applied to them to break.
हाँ.
Liquids are not rigid and take shape of the container.
Yes.
Gases have no rigidity at all.
Yes. What about kinetic energy?
The intermolecular spaces of solids are lesser than that of gases and liquids. Due to this, the gas particles move significantly faster than in solids and liquids, hence generating more kinetic.
Yes, generating more kinetic energy because जब forces कम रहेंगे, they are able to move with freely. Why? Because forces between the particles, like when the children are small, we give roots to them. But when children become little bit, for example, go to the college, then we start giving them some kind of freedom. Chalo, go by train yourself. We will not leave you by car. Why? Because you have to understand how to travel by train, by transport. So you have got freedom. And after that, okay, when you go in further higher college, then again freedom is becoming more. Why? Because that time we give you wings. Chalo, fly now. Because now it's time to fly. So when you grow, let us say when you after 5 years down the line, 7 years down the line, when you go to senior college, that time your parents will not see the timetable. You will show them, today I've got this lecture, I've got that lecture. Nowadays, each and every timetable they know. Okay? Because you're small. Okay? So that time what will happen? Kinetic energy, jitna aapko loose chhod denge, utna you will learn to travel by train, travel by bus, rickshaw, talk to people, how much you're charging, then you come to know, he's charging more, so let's take another rickshaw. I mean, like all those things, like true practical aspect of life, you will come to know. Okay? So why now you're actually what? Protected. But you open karna padega. So, okay? Like traveling, going to college, talking to somebody, talking to a teacher about extra lecture, etc., etc. Okay? So this is one thing, is kinetic energy. Next one, हो गया? चलो 2 mark, उसका कितना marks बोला है?
4 marks.
4 marks. Come on. Any other extra point anybody has written? No. Chalo, good. She has written.
For rigidity, I have mentioned that gases have high intermolecular spaces, making them not rigid. It's the same.
Yes, same point. Okay. Who will read next one? क्या नाम है आपका? Aditi. बोलिए Aditi.
So the next question was the smell of hot food food reaches you 7 meters away, but to get the smell from cold food you have to go close. The answer is the heat supplied to the matter increases the intermolecular spaces and the kinetic energy. The particles of the hot sizzling food reaches our noses even when we are far away. Thus we can smell the food cooking in the kitchen meters away, but the cold food has very little kinetic energy and does not travel fast. Thus
Yes.
we have to move close to smell.
Good. Okay. So this is something which is related with diffusion. Okay,
Yes,
and
sir.
kinetic energy. But
Yes,
दो
sir.
चीज आपको important.
Kinetic energy makes increase in
Yes. Okay. Followed. So 1 mark for that. Last question who will tell? चलो बोलो. क्या नाम है आपका? Siddhi. बोलिए. What is the question?
A tiger is able to cut through water in the swimming pool. Which property of matter does it show?
Yeah. He's able to cut in through the swimming pool. What is the reason for it?
liquids have large intermolecular
Yes,
spaces,
spaces.
and due to the
Intermolecular forces are weaker.
yeah,
वो intra नहीं है, intermolecular है. Okay? Inter means between the molecules. तो उसमें inter भी है. नहीं वो wrong है. Intermolecular forces and intermolecular spaces. Okay, एक में
Intra would
force.
mean inside the particle.
Intra means within. Okay, and inter means between. तो उधर inter change कर दो. Intermolecular spaces और intermolecular spaces भी है और intermolecular forces. दोनों में inter. फिजिकल कैंसिल करो. नहीं फिजिकल नहीं, intermolecular forces, intermolecular spaces, सब inter है. ठीक है? Good, very good, excellent. All of you have got full marks, I think. So write down 15 marks.
sir, I have
Please read out.
solids are less for kinetic energy.
Kinetic energy. हाँ बोलो.
Solids are less intermolecular energy as compared to liquids and gases, but thus gases travel faster than liquids and solids as have large intermolecular spaces. Hence, gases have more kinetic energy compared to solids.
Yes, very good. Because kinetic energy depends upon what forces. The forces अगर ज़्यादा रहेगा तो that means if the forces are more, the thermal energy is less. I'll just explain you that also again. That some of you are actually what? Now let us see. So good. So that is another thing. Now today this concept before we step out of the class. Okay. One more important concept is the effect of temperature change. Okay, on the states of matter. So excellent work. So today we are going, and this, as she was asking about the kinetic energy, more elaboration on kinetic energy is there. अब क्या होता है यहाँ पे देखो एक solid है तुम्हारे पास, you heat it, as you heat what is happening, you are trying to increase the energy in that solid. When you are trying to increase the energy in the solid, what happens? The molecules they start vibrating with a greater energy.
The heat energy converts to the kinetic.
Yes, that heat energy makes the molecules move faster or start, they start frequently vibrate. In other words, the heat is actually increasing the kinetic energy. And that kinetic energy increases the temperature. Means temperature measures the kinetic energy. तो यहाँ पे क्या होगा? Thermal energy और kinetic energy due to temperature is increased. और immediately solid के बीच में forces क्या हो जाएगा? Weak हो जाएगा. क्यों? क्योंकि जो energy जा रहा है वो break करने में लग रहा है उसको. Now solids immediately become liquid, and when solids change into liquid, that is called as what? Melting point. That means that is happening at what? 0 degrees Celsius. Now you further heat this solid, okay, and you find when you heat that solid again, the energy goes inside. That heat energy converts into what? Kinetic energy. The molecules actually what? Again, that energy which is going inside is breaking the interparticle forces. First of all, increasing, and that energy is actually what taken by the solid to separate. Remember, and when the separation takes place, they convert into what? Gas, and that is called as boiling process. But that is happening at one particular temperature. What is that? 0 degrees Celsius. This is ice melting into liquid water, and liquid water converting into what? Vapor at 100 degrees Celsius. But यहाँ पे थोड़ा सा change है. Let us understand this. Okay, there is a concept called latent heat of fusion and latent heat of vaporization. Now I am plotting on the y-axis. इसको y-axis बोलते हैं. तो vertical line जाएगा तो y-axis, ठीक है? और ये horizontal line x-axis, ठीक है? कोई भी ग्राफ जो बनाओगे तो ये x-axis horizontal line है और ये ऊपर वाला vertical line y-axis, ठीक है ना? X, Y. So now what is important? You are plotting temperature on the y-axis and heat on the x-axis, ठीक है? Heat normally is denoted by Q, temperature is denoted by T in degrees Celsius. Okay, normally we take degrees Celsius. Now understand this. तुम यहाँ से suppose एक solid रखा है तुमने ice, okay? तुमने heat किया उसको. Now as you are heating it, what is you're doing? As you are supplying heat, you are actually what? Trying to decrease the forces of attraction. And when you're decreasing the force of attraction by heat, the solid is gaining that energy. So kinetic energy is increasing, and solid का जो temperature है, ये देखो temperature है बढ़ता जा रहा है because of heat. Yes or no? यानी heat आपका देखो ये heat है और ये temperature. तो देखिए ये line ऐसे जा रहा है, तो उसका heat भी बढ़ता है, तो temperature भी बढ़ रहा है. Now one point of time अभी यहाँ पे एक event होगा. At 0 degree Celsius जब temperature में ये that means यहाँ पे ये क्या है temperature 0 से नीचे है, okay? Because अगर इधर 0 लिया तो ये temperature 0 से है. तुमने अंटार्कटिका में experiment किया है suppose, जहाँ पे because ice का formation तो उधर ही हो रहा है, तो minus पे इधर -10 लिया तुमने -10. -9, -8, -7, -6, 0 पे आ गया. अब जैसे 0 पे आ गया, what is happening? The solid particles, still there is a force of attraction. They are in the solid state, but they have acquired lot of kinetic energy. Now once they have acquired a certain kinetic energy at 0 degrees Celsius, then what will happen? Here the temperature will rise. When you put a thermometer, the temperature is continuously rising, but the moment at this particular temperature, when the solid has reached to certain highest point, okay, then you will find when you go on heating it, temperature rise नहीं हो रहा है. ये देखो एक flat plateau जैसा form हो गया इधर. Means what is happening? यहाँ पे क्या हो रहा है? उसके जो बीच में जो forces है particles के बीच में, किसके? ये solid के, ये पूरी तरह टूट जाते हैं या weak हो जाते हैं. वीक का मतलब क्या है? यानी तुम जो भी एनर्जी दे रहे हो उसको धीरे धीरे उसको क्रैक कर रहे हो, राइट? और जब क्रैकिंग हो रहा है तो टेम्परेचर राइज नहीं होगा. Why? We are changing the potential energy. What is the meaning of potential energy? The potential energy is related with attraction. Attraction को धीरे धीरे दूर कर रहे हैं. उन लोग को थोड़ा दूर दूर करने के टाइम में क्या होगा? Temperature will not rise. And at this particular point, there is one event happening. A solid will start changing into liquid. यानी solid और liquid का ये यहाँ पे ग्राफ है और यहाँ पे पूरी तरह वो solid liquid में कन्वर्ट हो जाएगा. यानी यहाँ पे देखो solid है, solid धीरे धीरे सब solid पार्टिकल धीरे धीरे मेल्ट होते जाएंगे और ये पॉइंट पे पूरी तरह solid मेल्ट हो जाएगा. और ये जो एनर्जी तुमने दिया हीट यहाँ से लेके यहाँ तक in terms of ice per kilogram, suppose you have taken ice as 1 kilogram, okay, ये ice जो तुमने लिया था solid 1 kilogram लिया, तो अगर 1 kilogram है definitely for 1 gram it is 80 calories. यानी आपने 80 calories of heat दिया है to change what? 1 gram of ice into what? 1 gram of liquid water at 0 degrees Celsius, and this is called as what? Latent heat of fusion. Latent means hidden kind of heat. And so what is latent heat of fusion? The amount of heat required to convert. Here of course 1 kilogram दिया, value 1 per gram दिया, you can convert into 1 kilogram also. 1000 gram में कितना हो जाएगा? अगर 1 gram में 80 कैलोरी लग रहा है तो 1000 gram के लिए कितना है? मल्टीप्लाई करता हूँ 80,000 calories. Okay, so that means the amount of heat required to convert 1 kilogram of solid into liquid at its melting point. And ice का melting point 0 है, okay, and of course at this atmospheric pressure is called as latent heat of fusion. यहाँ पे क्या होगा? Kinetic energy change नहीं होगा, potential energy change होगा. Means what is happening at one particular point of time? तो ये point पे इसको बोलते हैं latent heat of fusion, which is 80 calorie per gram. Now further, अब जैसे पूरा liquid convert हुआ, ये liquid में convert हुआ, and you further heat it. The further heating is effect of temperature change. जब आप heat कर रहे हैं, अभी देखो liquid का energy बढ़ता जा रहा है, kinetic energy बढ़ता जा रहा है. Means particles और vibrate होना शुरू हो रहे हैं. यहाँ पे क्या हो रहा है? Kinetic energy change हो रहा है, temperature rise हो रहा है. देखो temperature change हो रहा है, 0 से आना ही चाहिए ना. जब तुम continuous heat supply कर रहे हो, right? तो आपका temperature यहाँ पे फिर से बढ़ेगा. क्यों? अब liquid एक नया event पे जा रहा है. नया event में नया change पे जा रहा है. What is that? Liquid is converting into what? Now यहाँ पे liquid has attained the highest kinetic energy over here. इसके बाद again a plateau is formed. What is the plateau? यहाँ पे उसका energy या जो particles को जो attraction is about to break. About to break means what? They are about to convert into what? Gas. Means here that means what is happening over here? The kinetic energy is going on increasing at 100 degrees Celsius. The liquid has attained a certain highest kinetic energy. Now, whatever energy you are supplying is to break the interparticle forces. यानी यहाँ पे attraction आप break कर रहे हो. But during the attraction breaking, kinetic energy change नहीं होगा. क्या change होगा? Potential energy. Potential energy means उसके जो अंदर का जो energy है, उसको हम लोग तहस-नहस कर रहे हैं. और एक liquid, immediately यहाँ पे liquid यानी सब धीरे-धीरे उन लोगों को forces break करके यहाँ पे एक certain point पे gas form हो. जैसे गैस हो गया पूरी तरह लिक्विड गैस में कन्वर्ट हुआ. That means this area is a mixture of liquid and gas. This area is a mixture of what? Solid and liquid. ये solid धीरे धीरे liquid में पूरी तरह कन्वर्ट हो रहा है. यानी for example मेल्ट हो रहा है पूरी तरह. And you have to give because 1 gram है या 1 kilogram है. 1 kilogram को एक ही पटक में for example एक ही झटके में नहीं होगा. It takes some time. Okay, and as a result liquid converts to gas. At that point temperature will not change. और temperature जब change नहीं होता है तो kinetic energy change नहीं होता. Because temperature is a measure of kinetic energy. यानी जब काइनेटिक एनर्जी चेंज होगा तो देखो काइनेटिक एनर्जी चेंज, टेम्परेचर चेंज. Okay, remember. But at this point, liquid is converting into gas, and at fully when it converts into gas, suddenly temperature will shoot up, and all the liquid will convert into gas. And this time, what is happening? The liquid is changing into vapor, and this energy which is required to convert 1 kilogram of what liquid into its vapor at its boiling point. ये boiling point हो गया. ये temperature is a boiling point. Is called as what? Latent heat of vaporization, which is how much? 1 ग्राम के लिए आपको 540 कैलोरी लगेगी. That means steam burns are more dangerous than what? Liquid burns. यानी कोई steam लेते हैं अपने face पे. अब तुम लोग सब लोग you know basically people they go to the parlor and they get steaming. Suddenly steam का इतना झटका लगता है ना, you tend to like sometimes एक tanning हो जाता है या burn हो जाता है. क्यों? Steam burns are more dangerous because यहाँ पे देखो 8 5s are 40 ना, 8 6 are 48, 8 7s are 56. 7 times इसके पास हीट ज्यादा है. 7 times आपके फेस पे अगर हीट ज्यादा हो गया, ये उसका जो स्टीम जो दे रहे हैं उसका अगर एनर्जी 7 times आपके फेस पे ज्यादा हो गया rather than this, okay, then what will happen? It may create some kind of burning, like in the skin, and if the skin is very much delicate or you know, for example, क्या बोलते हैं उसको, very much for example sensitive, तो उस टाइम वो burn हो जाएगा, काला काला आ जाएगा पूरा, as if somebody has boiled or maybe for example burnt that skin basically. So यहाँ पे 5, that's why we have to be very careful when we take inhalation of steam. फेस पे स्टीम ले रहे हैं तो आपको बिकॉज़ उसका 540 पर ग्राम है, अगर वही 1 किलोग्राम होगा तो कितना होगा? 5,40,000 ना. So much amount of heat. This and then this plateau which is formed is nothing but change of potential, change of attraction. That means यहाँ पे attraction क्या हो रहा है? कम होता जा रहा है. यहाँ पे भी attraction कम होता है और जब attraction change होता है that is called potential energy. उसका हम लोग तोड़ रहे हैं, उसको तोड़ने में एनर्जी क्या लग रहा है? Potential energy change कर रहे हैं, but not kinetic energy. Kinetic energy means always rising. ये देखो यहाँ पे temperature rise हो रहा है. So what is the energy? ये देखो ये पूरा जो energy gap है is this much amount of energy, 5.2 calories. This is called latent heat of vaporization. Latent means hidden. Hidden means passive. Latent. Okay, latent means like you sleep ना, so sleep means latent type. Latent means passive. ये hidden heat है. ये आपको दिखेगा नहीं. ये आपको मालूम नहीं पड़ेगा. अरे सर क्यों टेम्परेचर राइज नहीं हो रहा है? टेम्परेचर क्यों नहीं राइज हो रहा है? बिकॉज़ दे आर प्रिपेयरिंग टू कन्वर्ट इनटू व्हाट सम अदर स्टेट, एंड व्हेन दे आर प्रिपेयरिंग मींस टू ब्रेक द अट्रैक्टिव फोर्सेस. एक सॉलिड को जब लिक्विड में कन्वर्ट करो, व्हाट इज द डिफरेंस? सॉलिड में अट्रैक्टिव फोर्सेस आर स्ट्रॉन्गर, लिक्विड में अट्रैक्टिव फोर्सेस आर वीकर, एंड यू हैव गॉट सम मास. पूरी तरह से ब्रेक करना है, राइट ना? दैट इज सो राइट डाउन दिस पॉइंट. ओके, द इफेक्ट ऑफ टेम्परेचर चेंज. Temperature change. ये दोनों पॉइंट्स एंड टेबल बोथ जल्दी कर लो क्योंकि 5 मिनट चल रहे.
सर मैं इसका पिक्चर ले सकता हूँ?
पिक्चर लो आराम से, सब लोग पिक्चर ले लो पहले. नहीं तो क्या होगा, लेक्चर खत्म हो जाएगा तो ये अपना रह जाएगा और ये अपने बुक में नहीं दिए, ठीक है? तो बुक में नहीं दिए तो आपको यहाँ पे और ये ट्रांसफर करना है इसमें नोट्स में. दिख रहा है ना? तो ग्रुप में तुम शेयर कर लो अपना चीज. तो खड़े होकर ले लो चीज. दिख रहा है? हो गया? ठीक है. So then क्या होगा? I can utilize this. Okay. सबने ले लिए? क्या करना है तुम्हारे को? रीड करना है. Don't write anything now. Read from the notes. वॉल्यूम से रीड करो. ये अपना घर में जाके कॉपी कर लेना. ठीक है ना? From the mobile. Please read out. 2 minutes. वो जो effect of temperature change. हाँ, ऋतिका पढ़िए. Effect. उसके ऊपर वाला स्टार्ट. मास.
Matter can change its state. Water can exist in 3 states of matter: solid
Yes.
as ice, liquid as familiar water,
Yes.
and gas as water vapor.
Very good. Then
Effect
एक पैराग्राफ सब लोग पढ़ेंगे.
effect
पेज नंबर. Very good question. पेज नंबर 3. बहुत ही अच्छा क्वेश्चन आपने पूछा.
Effect of change of temperature. On increasing the temperature of solids, the kinetic energy of the particles increases. Due to the increase in the kinetic energy, the particles start vibrating with greater speed. The energy supplied by heat overcomes the forces of attraction between the particles. The particles leave their fixed position and start moving more freely. Now the solid melts and is converted to a liquid. The temperature at which a solid melts to become a liquid at the atmospheric pressure is called its melting point.
Yes. पढ़िए next one.
The melting point of a solid shows the strength of the force of attraction between its particles.
Yes. Next.
The melting point of ice is 273.16 K.
Yeah. Kelvin. We are going to see the temperature, which is 0 degrees Celsius. Okay. Then.
The process of melting, that is change of solid state into liquid state, is also known as fusion.
चलो पढ़िए.
When a solid melts, its temperature remains the same.
Yes. At 0 degrees Celsius. Then.
The temperature of the system does not change after the
System is solid, liquid, or gas in this case. Then.
is reached till all the ice melts, even though we continue to heat the beaker.
Yes.
That is, we continue to supply heat. This heat gets used up in changing the
Break the attraction. Yes.
by overcoming the force of attraction between the particles.
Yes.
As this heat energy is absorbed by ice without showing any rise in the temperature, it is considered that it gets hidden into the contents of the beaker and is known as
Latent heat of fusion. Right now, or only latent heat?
Latent.
Yes, latent.
The amount of heat energy that is required to change 1 kg of solid into liquid at atmospheric pressure at its melting point is known as latent heat of fusion.
Very important. ये only एक particular temperature को होगा जब एक solid liquid में ये ना at constant temperature का मतलब its melting point. ये boiling point. तो हर solid और liquid का melting point और boiling point अलग अलग है. तो वो temperature का आपको देखना है कि वो कितना amount of heat absorb कर रहे हैं. ठीक है ना? Next.
So particles in water at 0 degrees Celsius to 73 Kelvin have more energy as compared to the particles in ice at the same temperature.
Yes. What is Anurag? Next one.
When they supply heat energy to water, particles start moving even faster.
Faster. Why? Because now the intermolecular forces are weaker.
Yes.
So then.
At a certain temperature, a point is reached when the particles have enough energy to break free from the force of attraction of each other. At this temperature, liquids start changing to gas.
Yeah, that means like you have been given supplied energy from the parents. Now, immediately you say, "Mommy, now I will be able to travel alone." Why? Because now I know I am now tense.
Because the force of attraction gets weaker.
Yes, because mommy भी एकदम free हो जाते हैं. नहीं, my child can go now. Let her be independent. Let him be independent. रोज क्लास में छोड़ना, स्कूल में छोड़ना या लेके आना अभी उन लोग को कम करना है. क्यों? They are not in 4th standard or 3rd standard. They are in 10th standard now. They are 9th standard. So थोड़ा सा let loose हो जाते हैं. Like it doesn't mean that they are not just leaving you without for example any concern, but it is also for your benefit. क्या है? थोड़ा सा मुझे भी सीखने दो. Okay, then next one.
The temperature at which a liquid starts boiling at the atmospheric pressure is known as its boiling point.
Yes.
Boiling is a bulk phenomenon.
Bulk phenomenon. पूरा bulk में होगा, पूरा body में होगा boiling point, as well as melting also. So next.
Particles from the bulk of the liquid gain enough energy to move into the water.
पढ़िए. बेल तो चलता रहे. हाँ, हो गया. चलो पढ़िए. ऋतिका पढ़िए. Last point.
a change of state directly from solid to gas without changing into liquid state. or
This
vice
particular
versa.
part is called as
Sublimation.
sublimation. Like you keep some naphthalene balls, white color जो balls रहता है ना, cockroach repellent between your clothes, ठीक है ना? And after some time it vanishes. What has happened to that? It's converted solid to gas, which was sublimation. Next time we're going to see that. So your homework will be to write this point in your textbook and read this particular page which you have read today. ठीक है? अच्छी तरह read करके आओ and then we'll discuss out the answers or questions. So next time, no test, only some important fill in the blanks question I will give you. Okay? So thank you very much. Relax.
Thank you. So I'm telling you. Yes, we are just